Hey, test. Hopefully everything is working all right today. Let me double check, make sure the stream's good. And I gotta finish setting up here. Got another nice day and no winds. Oh yeah, we're working. Hey, test. Hopefully everything is working all right today. Let me double check. Okay, so far so good. What's up, Banana? I did add media, so if anyone wants to test that out today, feel free. Should go through these speakers here. I don't have the very best way right now to connect it to my headset. What I tried doing is connecting my secondary Cena headset for my comms to the second phone that has Streamlabs open, and I'm able to move the Spotify audio from that phone to my headset, but for some reason I still can't with the Streamlabs stuff. So for now, I'm still going to be able to hear it through the speaker, but I'm just not going to have it on my headset yet. So I'm going to go ahead and finish setting up here, and you guys hang out. If you want, feel free to chat with me in the meantime, and I'll look down when I have a moment and reply to what I can. Looks good, sounds good. Oh, that is so nice to hear. So how's your guys' day going? It's looking like I gotta clean my prop here soon. I got some bug guts or something on there. What footwear am I wearing? Right now, I'm wearing a pair of Columbia boots that my buddy got for me. John, see him in the chat. He hooked me up with some badass boots because my shoes always explode. And he saw that my shoes were exploded and was like, check these out. They're way better than what you've been wearing. And guess what? They have been. They've actually been really good. They don't show signs of falling apart just yet. Oh, come on. No, don't fall off. You're supposed to go on. I got him. He didn't fall to the ground. The little itty-bitty engine's so cute. Well, I'm a little itty-bitty guy, so I don't really need a big, beefy engine. I mean, this thing is beefy, though. Not gonna lie. This thing will throw me in the air, with or without a wing, if I go full throttle on it. I'm gonna need to refuel a little bit here, too, before I take off. Let's just fly to the gas station, pull up to the pump, refuel, confuse some people. What a calm day. What's it going to be? Crazy storms coming up here soon? How many horses? It's just 2 little pony strokes. Actually, if you really want to look up the specs, I can give you the full info on it. But to make it easy and not all technical for people, and so I don't get anything wrong and look like an idiot, look up the Moster 185. Mine is the 2020 version. And then the frame that I'm using is from Power to Fly. One of the companies that deals with them is Boise Paramotors. They're out west. And then there's another one out east that deals with it, but I don't remember who that was from the top of my head right now. But for the Power to Fly, I believe this is an RS. And then the seat, I want to say it's a Dudek, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. I have to look at it again. What kind of seat they sell. You'll probably find it on the site, like whatever comes with this model. But yeah, my instructor had another guy he taught that was, I don't know, working too much or something, couldn't really fly as much. And the motor was just sitting there for months, and he wanted to see it fly, so sold it to me. Okay, is that good enough? Yeah, looks okay. Byproducts rider there, Moster 185, factory R, 140 prop, dual hoop cage, nice. Mine's what, a 130? Yeah. I hear you up there. Don't worry, little Cessna, I hear you. Where are you going? Let's see where he's going. And I gotta make sure I set up my recording app, because for some reason last flight didn't record. That's why I couldn't give you guys the stats at the end. I mean, I set it to record. I don't know, maybe I turned it off by accident. Not available. There's no information? What are you, flying for the CIA or something? He's at about 3,000 feet, though. He ain't where I'm going at the moment. I really do want to go up past the clouds, but the only holes are all the way down there where he is now. That's really far away. I don't know if I can get past the clouds. They're probably over 5,000 at the moment anyway. Let's see. I don't see any other planes coming through here. So it might be good to take off in a little bit. It's looking like it. 245. Yeah, with my gear, I'm probably around, I want to say 135 maybe. with like all my gear and my streaming gear. Maybe 135, 140 at the most. Normally I'm about like 125 to 130, so that's why this thing can push me over pretty easy. It's been interesting dealing with no-wind launches here, though, considering, you know, when I started training, I went to the airport that, you know, there was a lot of nice little breezes over there. But here, there's no breeze at all right now. There hasn't been much. And that's really nice in one way, but in another way, it kind of sucks because when you're taking off, you saw the other day when I had that little breeze, I went up in like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I was up. And I know sometimes the cable hits and glitches out, and I apologize for that, but there's only so much I can do when I'm running around with this big thing on my back. Just double check some things. Normally I do all this stuff before I start the stream and then just double check everything, but I wanted to start a little earlier today in case I had any issues with the stream itself. But it looks like today's things are kind of working, huh? Oh, you were on an Atom 80? Yeah. Chris, who was training me, I think he had an Atom 82 that he was flying at one point there. But he just got that new one, the Limitless. That thing looks awesome. Because he works with the Aviator guys. He's a reseller for their gear, which is how I got my gear through him. And yeah, it's pretty dope because, hang on, let me turn this thing on. So yeah, he got that brand new one, and they probably sent it over to him to try out and try to sell to his students and other people. But it looks pretty awesome. I'm sure you've seen it. Got a little windy wind there, not much. All right. Skies, be nice to me tonight, because the gear's going okay so far. So let's pull this down because this can get chilly. I'm going to go ahead and warm up. Actually, before I warm up, let me go ahead and turn on the lights so I don't have to try to bend down with my motor on. So Nick, as far as taking off goes, right, it doesn't necessarily have to be like something super crazy powerful for you to take off. So it depends on a couple things. If you're foot launching or if you have a trike. If you have a trike, you're obviously going to be heavier. You're going to have a bigger wing. You're going to need a bigger motor. But if you're just foot launching like I am, then depending on the size of wing you have, it might give you enough lift to where you don't need a super powerful motor. But then if you have a smaller wing and you're trying to fly fast, you might need a more powerful motor to be able to take off. Does that make sense? So there's always give and take with all of it. It's kind of like with building drones too. Depending on how much weight you're going to put on the drone will depend on what kind of batteries, what kind of setup you could do, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, with flying, it seems to be always a give and take. Well, I guess with physics in general, right? It's like, if you want to go cars, think about with cars. You got to give up torque for speed sometimes. Sometimes you got to give up speed for torque. I don't know what I'm talking about. Flying wolf dog? No. Not if you, unless you want to see me die, and possibly her. She would not be okay with that. The second that engine goes on, she's going to try and bolt and run. Because remember, she's skittish. She has that wolf instinct in her still. So loud noises, things falling, you know, even a broomstick, even that thing right there scares her. You got to think of it like those wild instincts aren't fully gone yet. But those videos of people flying with their dogs, yeah, it's all cool. But I hope nothing ever happens, because that's going to ruin it for a lot of people. But I hope, you know, it's kind of like what I'm doing here with taking my gear up with me. A lot of people will find that to be unsafe, obviously. But, you know, if you're doing the best you can to remain safe, that's the best you could do. You're still hanging from some strings in the sky at the end of the day. But do you really want to also have an animal in between your legs freaking out while you're in the air? Not me. A little bag on my stomach, that's good enough for me. I don't want to bring a dog up with me. I feel like that would go wrong real quick. No FAA clearance needed unless I'm going to be flying like at night, and then it's like an event of some sort. You got to get approval, and you have to have a bunch of stuff to get the okay. And then also, obviously, like if you're going to fly at an airport, you should have a two-way radio so you can communicate with pilots and tower if you need to. I don't have one yet. They're pricey. They're like $200-300. I will get one eventually. Oh, I did get some packages in the mail. Ashley, if you're still watching, can you bring that stuff inside for me if it isn't? I got new LEDs for the frame of the paramotor, and then I also got some new props for my drone, because the ones I've been flying on have been kind of scuffed. So I wanted to just do better. But I finally got the addressable LEDs that I wanted. So that's cool, because I'll be able to program a little light show or some shit on my frame for when I'm flying. And then next comes chat being able to control it if they want to. All right. You know what I didn't do, though? I didn't fuel up. Let me see how much I have. I have enough. I'll go ahead and fly with that and just keep an eye on it. All right. As long as this is still plugged in, let's see. I have a battery box on mine, so usually I can start it up as long as everything's together. Clear prop. Nope, it's not. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe I pull start today? The fun of having a button on the back of your head. Ow. Test. Let's just do it this way. Before I fucking hurt myself. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, switch is on, but I think I might have forgotten to plug it in, because usually at night I unplug it. Yeah, it's unplugged. It's fine. I just had to do my chest strap to get this on. It's just hot today, too, for me to sit here, wasting all my energy on pulling a cord. I do have snacks with me, by the way. I don't think I'm going to be opening them in the air. But I brought some air nuts. I see my bag is getting filled with some spilled air nuts as well. All right, air nuts back in the bag. Chest strap going back on. Oh, what, Kane? Did you think I was going to ground start? Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not that brave. I've seen what happens. Let's try this again. All right, that sounded like that worked. Okay, I got that on. Those are still on. Let me make sure this is still on. Yep. All right, standing up. And clear prop. All right, there we go. Yeah, no wind at all, really. Bird up. Hey, there we go. We're back. And get situated in my seat. If you guys are mods in the chat, feel free to show any of the ones that get caught up. But hey, look at that. We're up. Let me make sure there's no planes in the sky right now. I don't see anything. The sunset is a little covered up by the clouds, but maybe they start showing up a little more soon. Or it. Yeah, sometimes my head's gonna hit the back of the frame and it's gonna hit my button. My ear is popping a bit. I don't know if it's the pressure today or what, but usually it's loud, it's higher when I'm having that happen. Woo! That's a lift. Coming by again. Someone said they wanted to see you. I think it was TR in chat yesterday. Said, hey, come closer to the ground so we can see Ashley. But I can't get too close because in case anything happens with the engine, I need to be able to glide to a safe place to land. And at the moment, my options are down here. There's a big open field. But there are power wires, but I know where they are, so I could land there if I had to. Then there's the cemetery, which I would have to be dead on perfect in between all of the tombstones to be able to make it without falling. That ain't gonna happen. And then there's this little spot here, but I would have to do a really good spot landing to make that happen. And then there's these big fields here, which also have power lines, so I'd have to be super careful. But this is about as low as I feel comfortable going, so I'm just going to do a little fly around by the house and then come back. What's the average flight time? You can go like 2 hours on this full gas tank, but I usually stay up for about 10 minutes to 20 minutes, maybe about 30 is the longest. I see Luna. I see her in the backyard running around. Let me move my mic so I can yell at her, and I'm going to see if she can hear me. Luna! I think she's looking. I can't really tell. She's running back in, I think. Yeah, she ran back inside. All right. Ashley must be busy, so I'm going to go ahead back. always do that because it's like that feeling in your stomach when you drop a bit. As soon as you stop the engine from rolling, it's like you get that surge, and the front of the wing wants to dive down. So like you kind of have to catch it with the brakes a little bit. But yeah, sometimes you get a little bit of that feeling. Oh, I see there's some cars here passing through. It's kind of misty out, like not rainy misty, but like I see like a kind of a haze. I don't know if you guys can see it too. Better than road nuts? Yeah. Must be wonderful. It's nice and cool because it's actually warm down there at the moment. Oh, there's a guy down here walking around into the woods. What is he doing? Is he gonna go do some smoky smoke in the woods? Oh, there's a path back there. That's cool. There's like a little bridge. I didn't know that. The things you see from the air. Let's go back around this way, and then I'm gonna get some more altitude into the wind. Ooh, not like that. Blew me over a bit. There we go. Now I feel you. Now I feel you, wind. That's about as high as I'm going to go because my wing was feeling like it was falling a little too behind me there with the wind gusts up at where I am. It's not too bad, but like I always get worried when I start seeing and feeling the wing go a little too far behind, you know? Maybe I'll go a little slower on the gas. See how that feels. You're way behind. Ooh, almost. It's coming. Let's see if I can see my gas. Yeah, I still see some gas in there, so. All right, I'm gonna go fly around a little bit here. Just make sure this thing's still going. Yep. One thing that's missing from this throttle that would be nice is having like a cruise control, which some of them do have. Checked OBS, no lag, that's good. Trying to get a glimpse here of what's going on in the horse field. I see something there. I was just wondering if there was actually somebody riding a horse, but it doesn't look like it. It's probably just something for them to jump over. No, what's that? I don't even know what that is. It's a nice cornfield down here, though. I think it's a cornfield. Looks like it. I don't want to land in that, though, because I might be forced to eat corn the long way. But there are some nicer fields. That would probably be a better option if I ever had to. Stop flying. Okay, I'll stop flying. Go back. Sunset, where are you at? I'm trying to see you every night. Are you avoiding me? What you doing up there? What you doing up there, Sunset? Trying to see which direction the wind's coming from if I can on my windsock thingy, but I don't see anything. See what happens when I turn around this way, though. Where are you taking me, wind? Where are you taking me today if I come down like this? Over to the fence and trees again? No thanks. Yeah, we landed. It's a nice, smooth little landing. Hopefully it didn't glitch out at all during that. How did that look? That looked nice and smooth? I was going downhill, so I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm like, when am I going to get close to the ground? But we did it. We are down. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed that little flight. I am grounded for now, going to stay down. I want to make sure I check how much gas I have left, since I did not refuel before I took off, and that was fun for me. Hope it was fun for you. Good landing, no glitch. Awesome. I know yesterday I probably creeped some people out, because when I hit my feet on the ground, I must have also hit the cable. And it went thunk and looked like I crash landed, but I did not. And luckily it came back a couple seconds later, so you guys could see me still trying to run it out. But I do have the good quality video saved. It's at my house it was from my GoPro footage, and I'll post that later. So I started a new channel for those of you guys who are still hanging out watching. And if you go to my About page oh, look at all the birds. Now you come, right? You couldn't let me fly with you buddies. Rude. I just want to fly with other flying things. But you guys are flying without me. You guys migrate safe. Blue skies and all that. What were we talking about? Yes, I started a new channel. If you go to my channel on the front page, you'll see there's like a featured channels list on the bottom. That is where I'm going to put the multiple channels instead of doing everything in playlists like I used to. Because I used to just throw all the different types of content like that. But now we're going to do it another way. So I started a new channel where I'm going to upload all these videos that we've been doing with the paramotor. So it'll be a channel just about this. And then I guess until I have that set up, I'm going to be running this channel the same. So you guys will still see me streaming here. But if you want to catch my content there, once I start going live there, go subscribe. So the channel, I'm calling it right now IRL Paramotor, because that's what I'm doing. And if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know. I'm open to them. Oh, but I do got to get better at landing over here. Today was not a good wind day, though. The good days to land where the van is when the wind is coming, like from here. But it's going uphill, so I'm always a little more worried about doing that. The ground comes up a lot quicker when you're flying towards an uphill, and then running it out makes it harder. So that's my dilemma always, if I'm coming in this way. But that's what you have to think about once you start getting better and learning to pilot these things, because otherwise you're going to slam on the ground if you come in the wrong way. I learned that the hard way. I'm going to get me some water when I get up here. Hey, my legs are getting stronger. That's a good thing. I remember yesterday somebody was also saying that this is like a waste of time and all that. Well, it's my daily exercise, really. Whew. Otherwise, I'm at a computer editing and like doing all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to get like a big rush of adrenaline for the day, and then on top of it, have to work out. It really does things to you, believe it or not. So, like I said, there's so many more benefits that you don't even really think about normally with stuff like this. Whew. All right. All right, I'm gonna go get the wing. You sub there? Thank you. So my plan is gonna be to just start posting all these videos that I've already done. I'm gonna throw up a bunch of shorts because what I found on my analytics is that when you post a short, it's getting shown to a wider audience, and they're counting the clicks as like when you're viewing it without actually playing it. Like they give you view count for that. The downside is if your channel is not normally a shorts channel, then you're bringing a bunch of people to watching shorts videos when they're not going to watch your longer form content, so then your longer form content does not show up in search as much. I hear that they're trying to fix that, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah, so for now, we're going to do like I'm going to post a couple shorts just to get a like quick boost, and then post all the long form stuff. But you know what to do when you guys see me posting there. Feel free to share it and like all that, because with a new channel, I think it'll definitely boost it. So I'm really curious to see if everyone actually does that, if it helps. But there's no videos on there now. They're currently uploading. So once they are up and everything, you guys will see it. Same thing with my Luna content, my Scout content. I'm going to pretty much make them archive channels. And then any new content will go there. Any new content, like with them in it. What do you guys think about that? All that? Is that cool with you guys? Sucks I kind of have to abandon a channel that I've had since 2006. But I guess that's what they want. If you go to my Twitter, you'll see the message I posted to them today, if you haven't seen that already, and you'll understand my frustrations. And for those of you who don't care about all that, what do you guys want to talk about while I bring all this back before I end the stream? Do you guys have any questions or anything before I pack up and go? Anyone new here? Anyone new to the stream hanging out? Actually, let me try it this way. See how this works. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Tried something new, it failed. Got any good dark jokes? You mean like black magic? You want some witch jokes? You want some Halloween jokes? I'm not very much of a jokester if you haven't understood me yet. I'm a very serious kind of guy. And everything I do has lots of seriousness to it. And if you don't agree with that, then you're not serious enough for me. Wingtips, can you control yourself today, please? We're trying to get you home, okay? Okay, thank you. Sunset, I'm angry with you. You've avoided me for 2 nights in a row. Anyone else want beef? Anyone else want this beef? Speaking of beef, what's for dinner? What are we going to have for dinner? I have some air nuts. They're definitely not side of the road nuts, but there are some air nuts in my bag, but I think I will save those for a better occasion. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the sunset tonight. There's too many clouds. Those clouds also did not want me anywhere near them. I think they overheard Ashley earlier saying that I should kick them. I would have loved to, but see, there's no gaps up here. All the gaps are all the way down there. But we flew closer today to the ground than we ever have. as far as like outside of the landing zone. So that was a win for me, something new. I know it wasn't that close, but it was close enough for me to see my dog running around in the backyard. I don't know if you guys were able to. You can let me know in the chat. But definitely getting more comfortable with my launches. Definitely getting more comfortable with my landings. I have yet to really botch one on stream, so that's a plus. Oh, look at that, I got plenty of gas. It's you guys yelling. I do have to say, it's pretty amazing that they can keep that formation. Ever felt scared and messed up? Yeah, I have. The first day that I flew by myself without an instructor, I felt like I had screwed up a lot. That's when I hurt myself, and mainly on the landing because I was like too nervous and I should have just calmed down and I should have just like thought about it and been like, no, I'm going to do it my way. But I just said, fuck everything I learned. I just got to get on the ground and land. And I came in hot. And then instead of like, I didn't have enough knowledge on and experience on turning out away from those, the high grass. So when I landed in the high grass, it caught my foot and I fell to the ground and put my hands in front of me. And it pretty much did everything wrong as far as that goes. But I'm alive, and the bone I broke in my hand was a bone that was previously broken, so I don't know if I would have really broken it had I not previously, because I don't feel like I hit the ground that hard. But maybe I did, and I just don't realize it. But the adrenaline definitely made it so that I didn't feel it, because it took me like, what, 3 days before I finally went to the hospital? I didn't think it was even broken. I was like, let me just wait. And if I still can't move, like, correctly in a few days, I'll go. And that was disappointing because of a couple things. I had a music video I had to go shoot, which I'll show you guys once that's out. Then I had, like, a week after the video shoot. No, it wasn't a week. It was literally the day after I got home. I drove back out to the Purdon's fly-in, and that was fun, but my hand was still fucked. So I was disappointed because I was grounded for a month because I had to shoot a music video, which included me having to play bass, so I had to have my hand working, so I had to take the month off to heal. Then I went and shot the music video. I was in a little bit of pain, but it wasn't too bad. Then went to the fly-in, and there was a funny moment that we didn't get on video where Ashley and I are both trying to pull start my engine, but I don't have the strength to do that yet because I just haven't built up that muscle memory. I could do it. It just takes me a bit to start it. And Ashley was helping me, and she couldn't do it. So some other guy had to come. He, like, ran over to help me pull start it. And one of the things that he didn't realize was not that my engine was really just having a hard time pull starting. It was mainly that I'm trying to pull start an engine with a broken hand. So it was very painful for me to try to pull that, and that kind of sucked. So that mistake, like that day of a mistake that I made, cost me like a lot more of a headache than it needed to, had I just been a little bit calm about it and just said, all right, it's all good, he'll wait for me. Because there was a plane coming in to land, and we were worried that he was going to get upset that I was in the air in his way. but I didn't know how to land properly yet on my own. I had only landed with instructor's help. So I was on my own. But overall, I felt good about it because it was intense, like, in a fun way. Like, holy shit, did that just happen? Like one of those, you know? But yeah, not too bad. As far as, like, messing up, there was one time I took off at the airport with my instructor where I felt like I was going directly into the building, but luckily I was able to turn away from it as I was going up. So there's like little things like that that I remember. Nothing too bad yet, luckily. I've been lucky enough not to have any prop strikes or any really bad broken gear. However, the other day when I went to go launch from one of the parks locally here, it was a new launch site. That was another mistake I made. I pulled my A's way too hard. I was very eager to run and take off, and I was pulling on the A's like very hard to just get going quick because I had no wind. And there was a lot of trees, and I didn't want to go towards them, all that kind of stuff. And as I was running, I don't know what happened. I think the wing collapsed from me pulling the A's too hard. I'm pretty sure. And then it came down and, like, nicked my prop. Well, not nicked my prop, sorry. My prop nicked my wing. But I fixed it. It was like a little tiny nick on it, so I put some... There's like some ripstop tape you can use that they send you with your wing. And you basically just put it over any kind of hole or tear that, yeah, it's over here. So I put it over the tear, been flying since. I keep an eye on it just to make sure it's not coming up loose. There's one on each side of the tear, and it has not budged. That tape is amazing. I watched some guy online cut a hole in a wing, put ripstop tape on it, and pull it as hard as he could apart, and he could not get that rip to rip again. So that's what gave me my trust in using that tape, so long as I keep an eye on it and make sure it ain't moving and nothing weird's happening. Everything else is good, but, you know, little mistakes like that add up because eventually it gets to the point where you can't use your gear or you got to send it in to get it fixed. Like, had I clipped the line, I would have had to wait for a new one because I don't have extras. Then I would have had to wait for somebody who can properly tie these knots to get them on, like all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, as far as mistakes go, everyone's going to make them, but it's I've gotten away with a lot of my mistakes a lot cleaner than I probably should have, so I'm lucky on that front. Because I don't really have the money right now to buy all new gear. Like, if I completely destroy my shit, then I gotta wait till I can fix it. And I don't want to be grounded like that, so I've been trying to be super careful. He showed the limo video. Yeah, you know that guy that was in the limo video that was getting sick because he drank and did all whatever the hell he did? That guy has been going around drugging women and R-wording them, and this is known for years in the Orlando community. Everybody knows about this guy, and I reported him to the police, and the police said, okay, we'll take your word on it, but because he didn't do anything to you, like, we can't just go arrest him, so have some of the victims come talk. Of course, none of them wanted to go talk, so I'm like, all right, whatever. It wasn't me. He didn't do that to me. So, like, if they don't want to go talk to the cops, I did my part in trying to help. So, long story short, I got a message, like, recently about another girl who had issues with him. And, yes, that guy is just, he's an idiot, dude. He was, like, in that video, when I said he was our webmaster, it was because we had just thought about hiring him as a webmaster because he said that's what he did for his day job. And he lied about everything because when I started talking to him about web stuff, he had no clue what I was talking about. And then I found out he started lying about all this other stuff, trying to hang out with people. Like, he took a bunch of photography from other people and said that he's a photographer and used their images to lure girls back to his house. And, yeah, that guy in that video is not a good guy, and I hope bad things happen to him for what he's done to people, or at least that's what people are telling me was done to them. But I wasn't there, but I do know he was with underage girls because I have pictures and video of him doing sketch stuff on, because, you know, I always have a camera around, And you know what happened to Doc at TwitchCon? That's kind of like with this guy, right? Like, I've got plenty of video of him doing sketch out shit, to a point that when I reported him to the police and put the information about him online, they or he had his uncle or somebody who's like a lawyer contact me and threaten me. And I was like, dude, I have so many videos of you doing fucked up shit and saying fucked up shit. Do you really want to take me to court? And that was the last I heard from him. So yeah, that's about that guy in the limo video. Other than that, it's a crazy video and a fun time overall, because it wasn't me. Stories about the past. But yeah, a lot of my past is going to disappear. As much as I wanted it to remain online, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I'll re-enable my videos like once everything is off my channel to the new ones and everybody's moved to the new channels. That might be like a better bet. You know what I mean? That way, at least I could have that, like this channel could just become my archive channel for like all my old life stuff that I had. It just sucks, man. It's a lot of work. I don't want to have to do any of this. I just want to fly and have a good time, but I'm not going to have money to repair my gear if I don't do it. So it's like everyone's got to work, right? Whether you're a content creator, whether you're working at an office or cash register, it don't matter. Everyone's got to work. Even if you're having fun with it. Oh, did I get down in time? Look at that. What's up, plane? I'm not in your way. Good thing I came down. All right, well, I'm going to get going here, but I appreciate you guys who stuck around. I'm going to go ahead and finish packing up here so I can go home, eat some dinner and all that. My chat kind of stopped going here. Oh, there you are. Okay, it's going again. It stopped for a second, but I see it moving again. So I appreciate you guys who hung out on the stream. Another thing was about the older videos, like my videos from when I'm live streaming. Yeah, if you look at my Twitter post that I was talking about earlier, that's where they're being shown up next to, and people were asking me why some people have like thousands of viewers when I have like 20. That's why. Go look at what I'm being shown next to. Nobody's going to click on my live stream if they're watching that kind of content. But anyway, that's where I'm at with my channel stuff. That's where I'm at with everything else. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go have some dinner, get cleaned up here and everything. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm glad this one worked out. As far as the overlays and everything being there, I didn't see if anyone actually donated or anything. But I definitely didn't hear anything from the speaker, and it was on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn all that off now. You guys. Ooh, there we go. All right. So you guys have a good night. So I'm going to go ahead and turn